through the process of setting up your own merchant and actually accepting payments on your website. This is a fairly easy process. You just come to the www Flowdosi website, www.flowdosi.co.za, and then you create your account. I actually won't go through the whole process of creating an account right now. I'm just gonna allow you to follow through with me as I log in, and here we go. Right. The moment you're logged in, you should see something similar to this, and this basically is just your dashboard. It's where you're going to manage all your funds and everything that comes into your account. Now, you will be aware of this little blue button over here that says API Merchant Key. If you copy this, you may go ahead and do that, but advise you to just wait a little bit until we get to the API documentation section, or we could just come down here to the website integration and then we create a new website that will be a merchant account, and then we could copy the merchant key. And we're just going to dive into the documentation. It's just a fairly easy documentation. You get your drag and drop form over here, which is just a button that you're going to be able to replace the merchant key and the public key on the button on the form, and this will allow you to make API calls. And I will later let you know, show you what the secret key is for, or the private key. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, I think the best thing is to just mind the merchant key and the public key. And of course, there are a couple of other fields, the currency and the quantity and all of these. But let's just have a look at a template that we could possibly use. This is an HTML template I downloaded from the net. If you have trouble downloading anything similar, just go to um, Envato theme forest. Don't really recall the full URL, but you will find something that you can work with. For the purpose of this tutorial, I found something like this. This is basically the the let's just come here and go to the HTML and just open it and have a look at what it contains. All right. So this is just a basic template of, it's just HTML, and it's a hosting website. As you can see, we have different plans: Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. I'll just call them that. And let's just look at the basic plan. Maybe we just want to make a charge on this the moment somebody clicks on this button. US dollars. Of course, I chose the South African rand currency when I made my account. But depending on where you are, it's going to be a different currency. But for now, for the purpose of this tutorial, it's going to be a ZAR. So I have this template, and I'm going to come in and say basic plan. I'm just going to try and find that. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna say it's probably 50 rands a month, right? So I'm just gonna change the markup on that. I'm just gonna hard code everything for now until you are able to make it dynamic. And of course, let's just say here it's 30 rands. Yeah, 30 rands. 30 rands. It's 30 rands a month. So we're going to come down here. We're going to see a button. The name of the button is Choose Basic, and it's a button fill primary, and all of those things. So we can come here. What we can do is we can come to Flowdosi into our documentation, And let's have a look. Our button here seems to not be a part of any form. So since it's not inside a form, what I can do is I can just copy my form, or I can just click here, copy code, and it's going to copy all of our code. And I can just come here and I can just paste everything onto this. I see that for the purpose of this tutorial, we do not necessarily need all the styles and the button styles. But what I can do is I can just go ahead and copy this and paste it over right down here, right down here. So we have in, we can turn this into a button instead of a link, and we go ahead and just delete all this stuff that is here because we don't need it, and we go ahead and we delete it, and we copy this guy here and put him inside the form, right? So we copy that and put it inside this form, and that is all you need. The next thing is to copy the merchant key and the public key. So for that, we go back to our dashboard, and then we go to, we can just come to the dashboard, and we can click on, we can copy this, and once we've copied it, we can just paste it in here. And then once we've done that, we go ahead and do this instead. Flowdosi.co.za. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to our dashboard again, and I'm gonna copy the correct API merchant key, which is here, and then I'm going to paste it onto our form, right? Um, that should do it for that, and then we have to come down here to the public key, and we're going to find the public key over here. We can just click copy, and then we can just paste it in this. And the next thing is the callback URL. This, for the time being, you don't have to add a callback URL, but this is basically where, after a successful payment has been made, the HTML that Flowdosi will be able to reroute your success page to. So what happens is that the payment goes to Flowdosi, and as soon as Flowdosi receives your payment on a successful request, it has to come back to your domain.com, and then it has to show the page that is relevant for your success page. Okay, synonymous to your success page. And then, of course, the same for errors as well. And we have your transaction reference number. This number will help you in the dashboard to be able to basically generate something that you really can. It's just really a random number that will just help you with your accounting side on your website. So I could change this. I could just make it. Good practice is always to start with the word ref, with the prefix ref, and then you can add the amount, and then you can add your email. Um, for this purpose, I will say Tina, and um, I will say Dine. I will say DWT food at gmail.com, and that will be my email. And then I have my first name. I will say Tepo, and maybe I will just say Matiliso, right? And we're going to have the title of the payment, or the title of this actual button. Don't have to bother yourself with that right now. We just want to say how many things we're actually purchasing from this. So this will help you in the case that you're doing something like an e-commerce store or something like that. You can dynamically add some variables, or some actual integers that will be a count of the number of products that are in the cart. So right now, I'm just gonna say one. I'm only gonna buy this thing once, and I'm using the currency ZAR, which is my current currency on the dashboard. And this should be it. This should be everything that we need. We don't really have to specify the rest of the fields. They're not really required. Um, let's go ahead and see if we make a payment, what happens. So I can save this and I can come back to my hosting little website, and I can refresh and I'm gonna find that okay, here we are. We have 30 rand and it's 50 normally. And if I pay using this button, it's gonna take me straight to Flowdosi. And when I get to Flowdosi, I can just add my card number, right? And I can add the month, the year, the CVV, and I can make the payment. And once I have made the payment successfully, it's going to bill me this amount, which is the same amount that we specified over here. Well, thank you for watching. This is basically how Flowdosi works when it comes to accepting online payments. However, the documentary is a little bit more vast, and this is the first exposed API. I'll be sure to guide you through the second version and the next version of the API. Thank you.